Welcome to Samarkand. Watch this. So he wets the bread and then he dives upside down.
I've honestly never seen anything like it. Look at that beauty.
I think yours turned out better than mine. It's claustrophobic, be careful.
Ready? And surprise!
Good morning and welcome to Samarkand, Uzbekistan, one of Asia's oldest cities and the jewel of Central Asia on the heart of the Silk Road. We have always wanted to travel along the Silk Road, and yesterday that began when we took the train from Tashkent. Thank you. That was easy.
That was surprising.
We didn't even check the tickets.
Just as easy as booking these tickets, actually. Uzbekistan has its own app. It's called Uz Railway Tickets, and I don't think we've ever had a process that was as simple. You could choose your seat, choose the carriage, choose your class, and then pay online, and you had the tickets within seconds. All we need to do now is work out where we're going.
And this right here behind me is Uzbekistan's high-speed rail, the bullet train, the first high-speed rail in Central Asia, and this will cut our journey time from Tashkent to Samarkand from 4 to 2 hours. Thank you very much. Rahmat.
Your number is 3788.
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
To the left? Okay.
They've definitely set this up really well for tourists. You get a nice modern compartment, comfy seat, plenty of legroom, and you even get free tea, coffee, and some sort of snack. We are currently going 200 kilometers an hour through rural Uzbekistan. When arriving, be aware of the touts at the train station. Make sure you have Yandex downloaded, because they will try and scam you for an overpriced taxi, a tour, and probably try and sell you a blooming carpet. But before we delve deep into the ancient city, seeing mosques, mausoleums and madrasas, we need to get some breakfast, and something that is equally important in this city, and that is Samarkand bread. And I'll tell you what, first impressions of Samarkand, it has it all. It even has its very own blooming Soviet mosaic.
We certainly were not expecting to see this. This is one of the more unique ones we've seen recently. It's absolutely huge. It goes all the way along and it actually depicts parts of Uzbekistan's history. It even has Arabic mosaics, which is so unique. But we've actually booked a tour with a guide to take us to a specific bread factory, because it's not something that you can do without a local that knows what they're doing, and someone that can basically hook you up so you can see that Samarkand bread.
I actually think this might be the world's longest Soviet mosaic, but we're currently stood in this random park near our hotel waiting to meet a random Samarkand man to take us to eat some Samarkand bread. Assalamu alaikum.
I'm really sorry.
That's all right, no worries. How are you, my friend?
Alhamdulillah. Everything's how about you?
Very good, very good. We're gonna go see some bread?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. How far is the drive?
Huh?
How far to drive?
It's around 6-7 kilometers.
Ah, perfect.
Lovely.
After you.
Some bread.
Thank you very much, Rahmat.
We have met our bread guide, Jordan, and we have actually driven to a rural part of Samarkand. It's a very local part of town, specifically to visit this bread factory, which is actually inside someone's home. Now, Samarkand bread has been around for over 2,000 years. It's deep rooted in the traditions and the culture, and they are making it the same way as they did all them years ago. So we are actually going to be able to witness and hopefully try making the world famous Samarkand bread by ourselves.
Oh no, my phone! It's a good job I've got my military grade protected phone case. This video really is sponsored by my clumsiness. Thanks, Taurus.
Traveling full-time means that our phones actually go through quite a lot. Recently, we've been using the Taurus Q3 Air case on our adventures. and we're impressed. It has these built-in airbags and reinforced corners that protect our phones when we inevitably drop them whilst filming. The Q3 air case delivers a slim profile style, and it has this MagSafe level magnetic strength, which comes in handy. The textured grip makes it super easy and comfortable to hold, even on these long vlogging days. And the 360 kickstand is an absolute game changer. It clicks into place at any angle. So it means that we can set it up for hands-free filming when we're out and about exploring. And recently I've been using it at the gym when I'm watching workouts. It is just so easy. Plus you can choose your case in a couple of colours, which means you can match it to you. And obviously I went for pink. Now if you want a case that's slim, stylish, and travel proof, then the Taurus Q3 air case is the one for you. We'll leave a link in the description so you can check them out.
You can literally smell bread in the air. Is this their home? It feels like a house.
Yeah, it's like a house. They rent a house and made a bakery and worked there for a lot of years.
Wow.
Actually, welcome to our local bakery.
Thank you so much. It smells unreal. Oh my god.
They have a generation of bakers.
So
it's like a fourth or fifth, I think fifth generation of the bakeries.
So this is a 4th generation bakery. It's so hot. I literally cannot.
It's 40 degrees outside. I have no idea how these guys are. Oh my gosh, look at this. Their workshop.
So cool. Okay, there's so much going on right now, but these are the tandoors?
Yeah, it's clay ones.
Clay oven.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the bread's just rising in there. You've got them squirting water around to keep it going. You've got him grabbing the bread and throwing it inside. In there you have the dough. Wow, this is a full-on production.
So we're going to start at the beginning of the process. This is where they knead the dough and make the Samarkand bread into its unique shape.
So it's like a little mini conveyor belt. So you have the pieces of dough that they've already made. She's kneading the dough. He has a special tool. What is this?
It's a bread.
But what's the stamp?
It's a stamp. They need to stamp it. It's like a decoration.
Ah, they stamp it as decoration.
Yeah.
So
like
he's got the dough. He's kneading it out. He makes. There's something in the middle to give it a hollow circle.
I've never seen anything like this before anywhere in the world. The kneading is so unique. So they will make the crescent in the middle, and then this is the chakich, and he will stamp each individual bread like that to give it its unique pattern and shape, which is why you can only find it here in Samarkand.
Honestly, this is such a big production. So they've been adjusting the gas because the bread needs to be fully cooked in all parts of it, all around the sides and the inside as well. They have little holes that they cover and uncover, which distributes the heat in different ways. And then he uses this metal scraper to scrape the bread off, and they have a perfect shaped rod to like catch the bread. Look at this, ready? He's scraping.
And then he's going to catch it. Are you ready? It's like catching a fish.
Fishing for bread. Fishing for Samarkand bread in the oven. Here we go. Whoa!
Oh, look at that. It looks perfect, and this isn't actually the most unique part of the process of making the bread. It is actually placing it inside the tandoor. When they place it inside the tandoor, they literally hang upside down and press it onto the side. I don't know how they do it. Watch this. So he wets the bread, and then he dives upside down into a tandoor clay oven, and it is... Oh my... How is he doing that? It's hot? Hot?
Yes.
It's a hell.
It's hell.
It's hell. He's diving into the gates of hell.
It's around 80 degrees.
80 degrees.
Yeah.
Watch. He's just diving in head first into a furnace.
I've honestly never seen anything like it. I really just don't understand.
I want to grab his legs and help him.
He must have such good strength to be able to...
And to do this all day, every day. It's 40 degrees outside right now. He's jumping into an 80-degree oven.
There's got to have been some burns somewhere.
So it's said that you can't replicate Samarkand bread. It can only be made here in this city, Bukhara, Tashkent. They try to do it, but it just doesn't taste the same. So a lot of local tourists will come here and they will bring back the bread as a souvenir. And now we get to try and make Our very own loaf.
This is going to be quite crazy because there's a specific knack to it. They also said that there's specific minerals in the water here in Samarkand that makes the bread taste as good as it does. And also the consistency, the density, and just in general how the bread is made. But you can see they have the dough, they're cutting it up, weighing it. She rolls it into a ball, and then after that is when the process that we just saw would happen, that we are about to try. Now it is time for me to try and make the Samarkand naan, the famous bread. So I'm kind of going to have to try and watch him. He has to make it into this like dough. Right, get yours quick. I want to see. Yeah. Here we go. So you spread the dough round to make it like a circle. Flip it.
And then you need to make a hole in the middle.
Yeah. Cool. Wow, it's hard work. I'm trying to copy him and do it at the same time.
And then you need to stamp it.
How's that?
Great. Actually, they have a free vacancy for you.
Yeah.
You have so much task.
Your new job.
And you need to go.
I think you can see mine's a little bit thicker, but I feel like the style is the same. Now I stand?
Yeah, you need to stand.
Okay.
Alright, good stand. Oh.
This one? How many do I do?
It's up to you.
Up to you, your own design.
It's a bit your own design.
Dad!
The Molly non.
The Molly non. Good? And now you just press it in. Black sesame seeds inside the bread.
Or you can put more, it doesn't matter.
I think I'm going to make it sort of like special. And
Have a
look
look.
at that.
Looks like a child made it. I am not good at this whatsoever, but I've got a little hole in the middle. I'll push it down at the sides. All I need now is my stamper. Give it a nice little stamp, and then it needs sprinkling of sesame seeds. The time has come. Our batch of bread has been made, and I'm about to lean in like this into the gates of hell with the world famous Samarkand bread. A bread that is used at weddings, at birthdays, at funerals, at all sorts of celebrations, and it is actually said that if someone goes travelling, they will keep the Samarkand bread because it does not go off for 2 or 3 weeks, and they won't eat it or use it until the person returns home safely. So fingers crossed, I return from the tandoor safely. Time has come. I've actually been given a hat because it could burn my hair. It gets extremely hot inside. On top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put the water.
One hand, some water on top.
Yeah.
Like this, we add the water. I'm actually nervous. This is so hot right now. And I'm going to jump into the gates of hell. The Samarkand bread. Okay? Oh wow. Oh, that is so hot. Oh. It's okay? Oh my goodness.
He's still in there.
He's still in there. I'm sweating. He does this like 1,000 times a day. That was so hot, and now we wait. The furnace has been lit, and it takes what, 20 minutes, 15 minutes?
15, 20 minutes.
15, 20 minutes. The time has come to get our bread off, and it required 2 men.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh wow, it's stuck. The worst Samarkand bread of all time. Here we go. Our first time trying the world famous Samarkand bread, and to make it even better, we baked this ourselves. This is bloomin' heavy. Each loaf weighs around 1.5 kilos, and this will cost you less than $1. Look at it, the shine. I've never seen bread like it anywhere in the world.
Look at that beauty.
I think yours turned out better than mine.
It is the most appealing type of bread I think I've ever seen. It's like glazed like a donut, the little stamps. It's not the best shape, But I think we've done pretty well. And now we can try this world famous Samarkand
It's
bread.
so hot, by the way. Look at my hands just from holding it.
This is the problem, it's piping. It's literally just come out of this clay oven. But here goes. It's a lot denser than it's supposed to be because we didn't make the dough.
I feel like ours is 2 kilos.
2 kilos. Look, I can go to the gym with it, but it's really tasty. There's something in this water.
Rahmat, до свидания. Bye-bye.
Heavy and hot. Wow. My fingertips are still burnt from holding that bloomin' bread, but you literally cannot do that without booking a tour. It's not a shop, it's an actual factory, so I'm so glad we actually did it. It's so hot outside today and we're going to be walking around for a little bit, so I think I need to get dripped out in the traditional Uzbek attire. We're actually walking on Bibi-Khanym Mosque, Dictator Street, which is a pedestrian street, and you'll find that there's like sellers selling the traditional clothing. What I'm looking for is called a chapan. It's like an open robe and it's really loose fitting. It means like I can enter the complexes and just cover myself up, but I want one that's really lightweight seeing as I'm going to be wearing it.
It has to be blue.
Today. Yeah, it has to be.
Assalamu alaikum.
Hello. Oh, this is nice. Do you have a silk like this? Ooh.
This cotton.
Oh, you have cotton. Lightweight, right?
This is long.
I might have a look at these ones actually. Too many to choose from. This is like chapan.
This chiffon.
And this? Same.
This is silk.
This is the material that I want. I want it to be like super lightweight because it's so hot.
That looks good.
And then you can just
You have the
tie
belt
it.
there.
Yeah. Tie it with the belt. Okay, what's your best price? 150.
Okay, we have a deal.
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend. Perfect.
I like it very much. It's called a chapan, right?
Japan?
Similar style.
Abaya.
Oh, abaya, same.
Japan, abaya.
I think it's anything that's like a cover-up. Looks like that. Thank you so much, Rahmat. There was actually a reason I chose this blue one, and it was so I could match the heart of Samarkand. Welcome to Registan Ensemble, Registan Square. Absolutely incredible. This is actually the picture of Uzbekistan, and Registan in Persian actually means sandy. So they believe many years ago this was covered in sand, but now it's paved out and ready for tourists.
Keep going. Rahmat.
Where are you from?
From England.
Yeah, London.
London. Chelsea.
No.
No, Chelsea. Rahmat. Oh, what lovely security. They have the nicest security in the world here in Samarkand. So we're in to the Registan Square. It's 65,000 each.
No, thank
I'm
you.
okay. Thank you. 65,000 each to enter, and that gets you access to all 3 of these madrasas. This is honestly otherworldly. The only thing I could compare it to is when you first step foot into the complex of the Taj Mahal. Have a look at that.
Wow. Absolutely incredible. We're just taking a minute to have a look at these 3 madrasas because they are absolutely incredible. Now, all 3 were actually built during the heart of the Timurid Empire, all at different times, and madrasas are actually Islamic schools. I don't know if they're still active today, but the mosaics on the outside, the blue colour, this beautiful blue that is well known here in Uzbekistan, it's striking. They're wonky. I can't believe some of the structures are wonky, and we are standing here. Yeah, it's just absolutely amazing. They are among the world's oldest madrasas. Anything older than this was actually destroyed by Genghis Khan, which I find kind of crazy. We're literally standing within history.
They are so striking. They're huge and just so impressive. The fact that there's 3 of them is a little overwhelming because I don't actually know where to start. Uzbekistan. What a place. Before we enter one of the 3 madrasas, we know of a little secret. So the Ulugh-Beg madrasa, one of the minarets, this one that sits right here, if you find the right gentleman or guard, you can bribe him and he will let you upstairs and get views over the entire square. I don't know why I'm whispering. This feels very dodgy.
Okay, that is so much fun. I feel like naughty school kids doing things that we shouldn't be doing. But I believe you have to actually go inside the madrasa and then you might find a man that will let you up the top of them.
Well, welcome to the Ulugh-Beg madrasa, the oldest of the 3, the first to be built. And again, I'm just trying to take it all in. We've come into the main courtyard, and from afar you can't quite see the detail. When you come up close, it is incredible. Each individual tile that's been hand carved and painted, all of these archways, and that Uzbek architecture is out of this world. And this man here was actually the main teacher here at the madrasa, and in the middle, Elisha Novoy, who was very important in Uzbekistan's history.
We found the guy. There's a bit of a queue and it was a bit of a chaos trying to find the person. But you can have a little look around, check out some of the shops and politely ask a few people until someone has the key. We wait?
No, go.
We go?
We go.
Ah, thank you.
There are a lot of space.
Lots of space? Okay.
Watch
I won't
it,
get
be careful,
stuck.
stay, please.
Okay.
Thank you, Rahmat.
I didn't ask how much it is.
100,000 soon.
Per person or for both?
Per person.
4 person.
Okay, we go. Yeah, that's okay.
Alright.
Do you have to say
No problem. Oh wow! We are now inside the stairs of the
Please,
minaret.
guys, wait me on 2nd floor.
Second floor.
Second floor.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
I will explain a little bit.
Thank you very much.
I'm holding on to my Japan.
We are currently in the oldest madrasa on the square, climbing up one of the old minarets. Oh wow, it's dark.
Wow.
This is very unofficial, but I'm sure that it is worth it.
Wow. This is crazy. We're just up on the 2nd floor now. And you can see, I think the views are absolutely stunning from down there. But
Everyone downstairs is like, how have you got up there?
yeah, they're like, where did you get the stairs? But yeah, unreal.
Wrong key?
It's not impossible.
On the first
Okay.
floor. Okay.
Be careful with cats.
Okay, I will be. Thank you very much. Okay, so the lady found the key. We have paid our 100,000 each, our bribe, to get up into the minaret. Apparently you have to watch your head and only half of your body can actually go up. These are crazy, the old tunnels. Like these are almost like 500, 600, 700 years old.
I think you can go first.
You want me to go first? We're now going up into, look at this, the actual minaret that's going to overlook Registan Square. It is really steep. If you're claustrophobic, this probably isn't the best thing for you, but I've made it to the gap. She said just part of your head. Oh my gosh, have a look at that. Wow, we are on top of the minaret of Ulugh-Beg madrasa, overlooking Registan Square below. Have a look at this. Wow, so worth the 100,000 bribe. About $7 per person. And these views are out of this world. This has got to be a highlight. Everyone else, all the other tourists are doing the typical tourist stuff. Whew. Not us. Welcome to Samarkand. It's claustrophobic, be careful.
Oh my god, it's so claustrophobic. Look, ready? And surprise! This is incredible. I think I read online that it used to be about 15,000, 25,000, then 35,000. I think inflation has hit the minaret of Samarkand, but it is so worth the money you pay. This view is unreal, and not many people do it, so you get like an unobstructed view of this amazing square and the rest of the city. Wow. Welcome to Samarkand.
Seriously, I cannot believe that we have bribed our way up on top of Samarkand's most famous attraction. I wonder what the people down on the square are thinking. They're just going to see my head poking out of the top of the minaret. Unbelievable. Oh, now for the hard part. Getting down. Oh, this narrow little staircase. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's only enough room for a very small person. This is tight. I cannot believe that we have just been at the very top of that.
The wonky minaret. I didn't think that was going to be the one we went up, but it was, and it actually felt quite sturdy. But if you do come here, you head up the minaret, make sure you check out this souvenir shop, because it was this guy.
The post office.
The post office. It was this guy that actually gave us the information, found the guy for us, and we picked up a postcard to show you what it looked like in the 20th century.
This was the square
How
with
mad
all
is
of
that?
the camels, donkeys,
The traders,
and the sand
and the life that went on
the Silk Road.
on the Silk Road. So blimmin' cool.
It's so nice just taking your time walking around the three madrasas. This is Tila Kora, which is famous for the gold, which we're going to go and see inside, and it has the biggest and most distinctive of the blue domes. Look up. Look at this ceiling. Wow. And all of the gold.
The name of this madrasa actually means covered in gold, for obvious reasons.
When you come to Samarkand, you're definitely going to want at least 2 days. All of the sites are scattered around the city, and just here on the square you're going to need a few hours to see the three madrasas. The final one, Shah-i-Zinda, it's probably the least impressive of the three inside, if you can say that, but the facade is so impressive with these unique tiles and the depiction of the two, well, they look like tigers, but apparently they're lions. I'll tell you what, 50p for some gelato. It's so needed in this 40-degree heat. And as we have about a 5-10 minute walk to our next historical site, the Bibi-Khanym Mosque. That is outrageous, by the way. Nutella.
Well, this is absolutely huge. Welcome to Bibi-Khanym Mosque.
Well, this was a little bit cheaper, 50,000 each for entry, and we have made it into what at the time of being built was one of the biggest and grandest mosques in the entire world. It was actually commissioned by Timur the Great at the end of the 14th century, but they do say that it was actually built or commissioned by his wife while he was away on military service. She wanted it as a surprise for when he returned.
Timur's wife actually wanted to hire the best architect in the whole of Samarkand, and she did. But after time, the architect actually fell in love with her and said that he would only finish the construction if she gave him a kiss on the cheek. Now, of course, she refused many times, but eventually she did actually give him the kiss on the cheek. And then when Timur returned, the mark was still on the architect's face from that kiss, and he killed him Goodbye, Mr. Architect.
That is only a legend, I believe. I hope that in the middle of the courtyard you're going to see this, a giant Quran surrounded by concrete, and it is believed that if women crawled underneath it, they would be blessed with fertility. Luckily for me and Molly, she can't get there because there's now a red rope. They were over-ambitious when building this place, and it wasn't built very well at all. Earthquakes took their toll over the years, and in the 20th century, it was basically left in ruins, like in these photos in front of me. And of all people to come and start repairing it and rebuilding it back to its glory days were the Soviets.
When you come into this part of the mosque, you can actually see the original sort of tile designs up here. I don't know what colour it would have been. There seems to be some pink. And there's not a lot left. There's a lot of carvings on the wall as well. You can see the wallpaper on the top, or the painting has completely peeled off. Around this arch there's blue paintings here as well, and it's a shame because this one hasn't been restored.
They've still got a lot to it. It was so big. There's still so much work to do.
And I'm sure that they say that this still wasn't the size that it was. So it's probably was so much grander than we could ever imagine.
When you think about it, with the fact that it was built really badly, ended up collapsing, turning into ruin, maybe that architect had the last laugh. So for dinner, we are about to try Samarkand's #1 restaurant, and probably the most expensive. We actually had to make a reservation for this place yesterday. This is Emma Khan. It has a really beautiful rooftop restaurant apparently that overlooks the Registan Square, and I am very hungry after all of our walking around the old Silk Road sites. It's very fancy. Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
We have a table reserved upstairs.
Now this is outstanding. Have a look at this rooftop view with Registan right there.
It looks funny because we can actually see the wonky minaret that we went up. I must say, the staff in here are strange because I had a table booked. I asked for a specific table.
And they're like, no, you can't sit there.
They're like, no, you two have to sit here. But that's fine. It is what it is. We still have an amazing view. And yeah, like you're up here from a different perspective. And that's really nice. After spending a lot of time inside and being up the minaret, being across from it is really, really nice.
Hello.
Can we please have 2 Sarbast original draft, please?
And then we'll do food later.
And food in like 10 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, Sarbast, Uzbekistan's greatest beer.
It's a little bit funny because one of the menus says it's 39,000 and one of them says it's 52,000. So either way, a pint of Uzbekistan's best beer is £2 or £3, which is expensive for Uzbekistan, but cheap for everywhere else we've ever travelled.
You really can see why this is the #1 rated restaurant in Samarkand, just for the view itself and the ice cold Sarbast. That is so good, and the menu is actually pretty reasonable. You've got sort of pastas, steaks, traditional dishes.
We are so lucky that we reserved a table. If you want to sit up here on the rooftop, you really need to reserve yourself one because all of these have a little sticker on saying reserve now. It gets so busy as the sun starts to go down. But we have our first course, the samsa. So we saw these being made in Tashkent. They're like the Uzbekistan samosas. They're pastries filled with meat. You watch them, puff them up and shove them inside the tandoor. And here, obviously, they're a little bit fancier. They're 18,000 for one, which
$1,
is
£1.
£1. They're delicious. They're not as good as the ones in Tashkent, but
These are fancier. You get like a tomato sauce with it.
you get tomato and dill sauce. And you look at this rooftop with this view. Really nice.
Now this looks unreal. This is the shashlik, the Central Asian Uzbekistani kebab. This was only 90,000, so about $6 for a main meal in a restaurant like this. The best restaurant, some say. the fanciest restaurant in Samarkand. I'd rather do it with my hands.
Do it with your hand.
No, I'm making a fool of myself.
It smells so good.
Very tender. I think this one's beef and lamb. Get a little sauce, some pickles, the sun setting. Oh, I can see why they say it's number one. Well, Samarkand's best restaurant definitely lived up to expectation, and the service slowly got better as the night went on. All of that food, 2 mains, a starter, 2 beers, came to just over 20 English pounds, which is crazy because that would be thought of as an expensive restaurant here in Uzbekistan. But after our meal, we went back to Registan Square because they have a light show of an evening, and we thought it was going to be really cheesy with just flashing lights, but it wasn't. It actually depicted the history of the Silk Road, and today we have another busy day of seeing the ancient sites, but we need to show you where we have been staying here in Samarkand. It's another reasonably large city. I think it has a population of about 500,000, but the sites are scattered, so you're either going to be getting taxis or doing a lot of walking. And this is the Hilton Garden in Samarkand.
We wouldn't normally choose a brand in cities, but in Uzbekistan you can actually find them at a much more affordable price, and this one had a gym.
It is 40 degrees outside right now in Samarkand, so what better way to cool down than in a sauna? Also, I have never seen a swimming pool like this before. Look at this design. So at first I thought we have a rooftop pool above, but I think it is just a feature with the lights here in the spa. Look at that, it looks like there's 2 swimming pools, or like we're in an aquarium. It's messing my mind up.
As we've been on the road for a while, we just wanted somewhere really comfortable with a gym so we can work out, and it was around $70 a night. We found it really strange in Uzbekistan as well that the price fluctuates. When you look online, one day it's cheaper, one day it's more expensive. I don't know if that's to do with the exchange rate, but you do also have to make note of the fact that they charge you a tax, a visitor fee.
It's quite hefty. Every time I'm on booking.com, I go to book and it goes from like this and they add on like $20.
So you think you're getting a good deal, and then when you go to book, there's like $4 per person per day, which does add up while you're here in the country. But welcome to our room. First things first, we have a chaise lounge, which actually looks out at, I would say, a wasted space. I feel like they could do so much with that, but it does look very pretty. We have our desk area where I have spent a lot of time working. This bed is like a marshmallow, super
That's the good thing about the brands. Whenever you stay in a brand, Hilton, whatever it is, Ibis, beds are always really comfortable.
Beds are comfy, duvets are really nice, and there's something about the pillows, they're really plush. We have a super-sized TV. I like the style of the room as well. You know what you're getting with a brand, like it's just very clean, very comfortable. Our bathroom, and yeah, I think it's really good value. We've already had our breakfast this morning. You always get a good egg station when you stay at a brand, and we're set up for our second day in Samarkand. Can I have 2 tickets, please? Thank you so much. And after a very long walk, especially in this heat from our hotel, we have made it to Shahi-Zinda, which actually means the living king in Persian. It's a necropolis, a very grand, humongous cemetery with an active mosque, because we actually just managed to catch the call to prayer just before we were about to come in.
Magical.
But now, very magical, but now I have to contend with these steps.
So there is apparently around 40 steps leading up to the necropolis, and it is believed that if you count each one, it will cleanse all of your sins. And I've forgotten what number we're on. Let's go 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. I can have an extra beer tonight.
This is actually unlike anything we have seen so far here in Samarkand. It's absolutely stunning. It's almost like its own little city. You have these tiny little streets, the vibrant tiles and the intricate mosaics. It's just unreal, and uncannily I'm matching perfectly today.
Again?
Again, yeah.
And me?
I was going to say beautiful ladies.
I knew Uzbek wives. This is essentially a cemetery city. I think there is around 20 different mausoleums, and this one here has got to be one of the most impressive. It is actually believed that the Prophet Muhammad's cousin is buried in one of these.
I actually find them a little bit eerie, the fact that these people have been buried here for so many years, and apparently one of Amir Timur's many wives is buried in one of these.
She wasn't the most important wife.
Not the most important, not the one that built Bibi-Khanym, but one of his is in one of these 4 tombs.
Stop there, then look back. So just in there is actually the mausoleum of the Prophet Muhammad's cousin. We can't actually film inside, and the atmosphere is very different to all the other mausoleums. There's a lot of people reciting the Quran, some getting incredibly emotional. But we've now walked into another one of the courtyards, and so far I would say this is the most stunning place that we've visited in Uzbekistan, along the old famous Silk Road. It is so incredibly hot today. It must be around 45 degrees. We actually got a text message warning us on our phones this morning saying if you go out, don't spend too long in the sun. So we've taken refuge at the Siyob Bazaar. This is the oldest and largest market in Samarkand. And can you imagine what this would have been like back during the days of the Silk Road?
This ancient trade route connected China to Europe via Central Asia. Samarkand, being right in the centre, was a vital hub for people to come and trade ideas, religions, culture, and more importantly, the goods that they had along the way.
We really are now following in the footsteps of Marco Polo, and you can even see where the Samarkand bread that we saw yesterday being made at the factory has ended up. From the factory to the markets to the restaurants to locals' mouths.
This is definitely the local side of the market where you can buy plants, you can buy fruit, your vegetables and household appliances, and we've actually heard that you could buy the chikuch, the bread stamper that you saw us using yesterday. And just as we walked past, this lady has so many. Look at the different sizes of the stampers that you can get.
That'll be a big bit of bread.
That's a huge bit of bread, yeah. I don't know if it's legal.
I feel like we should get a tiny one.
This is, no, look, this is smaller.
That is perfect.
Absolutely.
The perfect stamper.
Some of them are like swirly patterns, you have flowers, all different sizes, and I think it's just a really cute souvenir. Hello, salam. How much is this? I'm not going to bother asking. 15. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. That is less than $1.
That's $1.
$1. Crazy.
Thank you so much. Rahmat.
Such a good souvenir, honestly. Thank you so much.
That is such a good souvenir, and you can see everything that she sells is handmade. I much rather walking around the local side of the market. You can find a much more unique souvenir rather than walking around the touristy part that sells all of the same stuff in quite a lot of tat, like what Molly's wearing.
You can see the tourist side pretty much sells the same stuff that you can find in any of the souvenir shops. You would not find our little chakut on one of these stores. It's not all tat, some of it is actually really nice, which we're probably going to buy
in Bukhara or Khiva.
Yeah. But look, it's all pretty much the same. Honestly, we had to leave the touristy side of the market. The local side is so much better, but on the touristy side they were actually really annoying and didn't give me a chance to even look at anything. But we have come into the Bibi-Khanym tea house, which is actually right opposite the Bibi-Khanym Mosque. It's really beautiful in here, it's very traditional, and you're sat in the garden in the shade. We have an iced coffee, we have some manti, traditional manti with potatoes on the way, and this actually feels like being in maybe Turkey,
Morocco.
Yeah, it's given those sort of vibes, but nice coffee is needed today. Here are our manti with potato. They seem to do them differently everywhere we've travelled so far. Manti is essentially like dumplings filled with meat. You can have potato, you can have cheese, but in Armenia they were different, in Russia they're different, and here in Uzbekistan they're different. It's like grated
It seems
potato.
less of a dumpling and more like wrapped around dough.
Really thin bits of dough with like grated pastry served with sour cream. Oh my god, they've got like lemon zest in them. Do you know what? They're really refreshing. The lemon zest being, because it's so hot outside today, that makes your mouth like tingle. It's really nice. Two tickets, please. Thank you so much.
That wasn't the cheapest spot for lunch. It came to about $10 for the manti and 2 iced coffees, but we have made it to our final ancient site here in Samarkand, and it is the resting place of Amir Timur himself.
The heat is getting to us a little bit, hence why we're standing in the shade, but honestly these buildings are absolutely stunning. The tile work, the architecture is all so beautiful and blue, and they actually say that this was the inspiration for the Taj Mahal in Agra, which I find absolutely crazy.
This was also 50,000 each to enter, and when you go through the gate to the courtyard of the mausoleum, it actually reminds me a lot of entering the temples of Began, and just looking at it you can sort of see the resemblance to the Taj Mahal. There is actually an old legend that says an archaeologist wanted to research Timur's skull and he was told not to do it, it would bring bad luck, but he opened his tomb anyway, and they say the very next day Adolf Hitler decided to attack the Soviet Union. One of the most historical ancient sites in the world. 360 camera. Oh, what is happening to the world?
We just sat inside the mausoleum right now. It's absolutely stunning. You have people reciting prayers in the background. The interior is so intricate. It's gold, elaborate, and just so much detail. His tomb is actually the one that's in jade from China behind me, and he's actually buried here with his sons and grandsons, one of them being Uzbek, which the madrasa is named after.
Allahu liman hamida. Allahu Akbar.
That was lucky, you have the key.
Yeah, so 10,000 each, right? Thank you so much. And you
Thank you.
And just security.
Rahman.
Wow.
How cool is that, Rahman? Thank you so much. It's like looking up into the stars in another galaxy.
Talk about the sweetest security guard ever. He wants to show you everything. He's been taking my phone, taking photos, but he actually told us that Arak-Sarai translates as the White Palace. They believe there's 2 people buried here. They don't know who it is, and there could be so many more. You can see the original tiles. It was restored back in 2007, I believe he said, and it's just been destroyed and left to rot until they restored it. But it's absolutely stunning. And
It's more special being the only ones. It's like a really special experience.
You're not fighting for anyone to get a photo. You're not having to queue up to get in. It seems like it's the secret palace.
What a unique, special experience. If you want to find this place, this is the name of it. Arak-Sarai. In a quiet little spot behind Timur's mausoleum. You've got the local mosque that was just going off. Everyone was going for their call to prayer. It's nice. It made a change of the big, famous, ancient sites that are full of tourists. And that was Samarkand, the heart of the ancient Silk Road. It was really nice to actually end our time there with a little local gem, but we got up bright and early the next day and we got the 2-hour train to Bukhara, our next stop on our Silk Road adventure. I've just been so impressed with the country so far. Considering it only opened up to tourism in 2016, the tourism infrastructure is very blooming impressive, and Samarkand, I would highly recommend it. If you're going to Tashkent, after that you want to tick off the 3 Silk Road cities: Samarkand, Bukhara and Khiva, and that is exactly what we are doing. Give you a quick sneak peek of Bukhara. This is where we're staying. This is an Uzbek beer. This is our balcony, and this is our view. We'll see you in the next one on the Silk Road.